Hi guys, what's up? MobileExperience with you once again, Lorenzo and Alberto, and this time we're here with you to do the final review of the brand new Samsung Galaxy S5 Neo. So the Neo version of a phone which had a lot of success. It was fantastic, the S5, and now we are going to take a look at this S5 Neo, so the brand new version of that model. First of all, we're going to talk about the dimensions. So 14.2 centimeters, 7.2 centimeters, 8.1 millimeters of depth. The weight is 142 grams. So we can say that we have a 5.1 inch screen with Full HD Super AMOLED, 432 ppi. The CPU is the Exynos 7580 octa-core 1.6 GHz. The GPU is the Mali G720. We've got 2 GB of RAM, 16 GB of RAM expandable with microSD. The camera is 16 megapixel plus the front camera with 5 megapixel, and the battery actually is 2800 milliampere, and it is also removable. We're going to talk about the design with you. The front part is the same design as the S5. The edge, as Lorenzo is showing you, is different. It's more similar, we think, to the one of the Note 3 Neo than to the one of the old S5. It's made in plastic. It looks like aluminum, but it's made in plastic. What can we say about the back, talking about the design? The cover is a little bit different. In our opinion, it's more beautiful. You have these little points in the cover which are more close one to the other than in the old S5, and in our opinion it's more beautiful, and it's also more ergonomic. We found that the grip is a little bit better than the S5, so in our opinion a very good design. We really appreciated that, and we were satisfied by this aspect, also by the edge, although it's in plastic, but it's very good to hold it in your hand. What can we say? There is not, as was in S5, the infrared sensor. So you cannot use to change channel, for example, with television. But the positive thing is it still remains water resistant, but this slot, as Lorenzo is showing you, is now open. So it's not coverable as in the S5. It's fully open, but there is a technology inside that guarantees that although the slot is open, the phone remains 100% water resistant. So in our opinion, that's a very good innovation. This front button, as Lorenzo is showing you, there's not the fingerprint sensor as in S5. Not a big deal too, in our honest opinion. It was in the S5, it didn't work 100% of the time, so those fingerprint sensor was not the thing that you were more interested. So in our opinion, not a big problem if there's not anymore in this S5 Neo. The big difference between the S5 and the S5 Neo are, in our opinion, placed in the CPU and the GPU. Those are different, and also the front camera is better in this S5 Neo because it has 5 megapixel, while the S5 had just 2 megapixel in the front camera. So a good the selfies are much better with this brand new S5 Neo. We're going to take a look at them later in this review. Here is the brand new touch width, which is very good with its round toggles, as Lorenzo is showing you. Now we're going to take a look at which version of Android is installed. Of course, it's the 5.1.1. We still don't know if it's going to be updated. In this S5 Neo, you're going to find also the NFC and also the LTE. It's very fast at a comparable level, in our opinion, to the S6. So we were really satisfied also by the LTE part. The touch width is, in our opinion, is good. It's a little bit heavy, so overall the phone is fluid, but not always 100% reactive. As Lorenzo is showing you, was scrolling from one page to the other. Sometimes you can find like in this moment, when you're very fast to scroll page, there's some micro lags. Is not 100% reactive. Of course, not a big problem, but maybe some of you are not going to like this part. It's of course a pleasure to see a phone which reacts in an instant to what you do with fluidity. The S5 Neo have some little problems because of the touch width, which works good, but it's a little bit heavy. If you use, for example, the Nova launcher, the results are better. So it's not a problem overall of the CPU, but we can talk about the problem of how it works with the stock touch width, because, for example, with the Nova launcher, the results are much better. In this phone there is the notification LED up there, as you can see in the front part placed on the right, and also the backlighting of the bottom, of course, is there. And this phone has two microphones, so the audio part is very good. Of course, we tried also to phone one to the other, and the phones are very good for you, for the people that you're talking at. You've got two mics placed below, so your voice comes out really clean and really loud. So a very good audio part. Also the 4G, also the GPS works very good. We tried also at the first fix with Google Maps, no problems at all. Now we're going to take a look at the camera. So as always, we try to take those are the modes. You can check the dimension, the video, the full HD video, as Lorenzo is showing you, not 4K as in S5. So that could be a little bit annoying. In our opinion, it was 4K. Of course, is the best resolution, and full HD is still good. You can use the Pro mode, changing all the settings if you're able to do that, of course, but it's a positive thing. This was a selfie, and in our opinion, it's a very good selfie, because the front camera, as we said before, is 5 megapixel and not 2 as in S5. So this is, in our opinion, a good selfie. This photo instead is taken with of course, with the back camera, and also the zooming part is very good, because those part was really far, and also zooming, the definition remained pretty good. You can see also in this part, and the camera is also very reactive. The pinch, the pan, the pinches, the zoom are impressively fast. So it's going to be a pleasure to surf between the photos, because the phone is very reactive. Also there. This phone has not the image stabilizer, but the photos are very good too. This was a photo that we usually take, the one with the little house, on purpose while moving a little bit, and we were really impressed, because although it has not the image stabilizer, the photo was good, as you've seen before. The definition of that little house was very good. So the camera overall is very solid. It's a very fantastic camera, in our opinion, close to the S6 camera. So the level is amazingly high, and on the front, on the back, it's very solid. And also, while surfing from a photo to the other, as you've seen, it's very fast, it's very reactive. Also, as Lorenzo has showed you, while taking photos, really fast focusing, precise, so no problem at all, very close to the S6 level. We were really satisfied by that part. Now we're going to test the display. Of course, we're going to reproduce a heavy video, full HD video, which is, of course, testing the angle of view is very good, as we are used to see in overall. The Samsung screen has a fantastic angle of view generally, and the colors are, in our opinion, very good. They are very vivid. Of course, if you can change settings as always if you want them to look more natural. The black is awesome. Also, the white is good. So on the display part, you're not going to have problem in reproducing any kind of video, and also the colors are very good. Now we're going to take a look at the audio part. Okay, so that was to show you how the audio part works. The position of the speakers, in our opinion, is bad because it's placed on the back. Unluckily, a lot of phones have the speakers placed in that way. In our opinion, it's a problem. If you have the phone placed on a table on the bed, you're not going to able to listen in a good way. But that was all. The rest of the audio part is very good. That was the Antutu benchmark score, pretty high. We managed one time to do 38,000, so higher score too, but also 36 is a very good score. Now we're going to test this phone playing Real Racing Free. So, as you may know, one of the most testing games. And we're going to play this Real Racing Free without freeing the RAM first. So, the RAM is quite full. And we are going to play a race with the Real Racing Free, so we're going to see how this S5 Neo behaves. Here we are. So now we're going to, as always, we're going to set the camera from outside our car, because it's more difficult for the phone to reproduce all there are a lot of aspects more in addition compared to the camera placed inside the car. And as you may know, the phone struggles, as you may see, the phone struggles a little bit. The definition is very good, also the colors, but it's not 100% fluid as you're seeing right now. Not very high and stable frame rate. It's a good gaming experience, but in our opinion, the S5 works a little bit better. With the Snapdragon, the processor of the S5, it's a little bit better for those things like gaming. You can find the difference. We can say that because this new CPU is good, is well optimized in this S5 Neo, is well balanced. But if we talk about the pure power, the S5 was superior with this Snapdragon, and in the gaming part, you actually see the difference in terms of fluidity and in terms, of course, to the frame rate stability. This S5 Neo works a little bit worse than the old S5. So we tried also the apps, Facebook, Twitter, and also Skype. They all worked very good, so we were 100% satisfied also by the apps part. Now we're going to show you another important aspect of a phone, the browser part. So we decided to use, as we generally do, the Corriere della Sera, which is an Italian site, pretty testing because it contains a lot of news, a lot of videos, links, photos. So the phone, of course, struggled a little bit to process all this information of the site. It's also in desktop mode, so here it is, the desktop mode. So one of the most impressive tests that we can do to see how the S5 Neo behaves. And what can we say? The browser is overall fluid. It's reactive, as you see. We are scrolling down in a very fast way, and the phone is of course, some few white zones occur sometimes, and micro lags. So of course, you're going to find some micro lags. It's not always 100% reactive, but the pinch to zoom is good, as I mentioned, also the pan. So it's a good surfing experience. It's a good browser overall. Not fantastic, not outrageous, but you're not going to surf always in sites like this one in desktop mode. So, and also if you do, as you've seen, there is no big problems occurring. So, in our opinion, a very good browser, a solid part in this phone. What can we say now? The battery. If you use it as we do in an intensive way, you can arrive maximum at dinner. So in the afternoon, like say 6 p.m., the phone runs out the battery. So with the medium high intensive usage, you struggle to arrive till dinner. So it's not a fantastic battery. We've seen worse things, but it's not an awesome battery at a medium level. Does not guarantee, if you use it in an intensive way, the full day of usage. What can we say about the price now? The price actually is like 400 euros. So the price that you find in the mid high range phones, and this phone, in our opinion, is valid. Is comparable overall to the model which refers to, of course, the S5. This S5 Neo is comparable. They are both very, very good phones. Maybe overall we preferred a little bit that one. We preferred a little bit the S5, but they are different. They have both positive and negative aspects compared to the other. Now we're going to sum up those aspects in order that you can analyze which are good for you. The S5 Neo is better because it's water resistant with the slot open, and the front camera is better. The old S5 is better because it has the infrared sensor, the fingerprint sensor, and in the gaming part is better. So it's your decision. They are both very good phones. So guys, that was all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel, share the video, and put a like. See you next time, guys, for a lot of other new reviews coming. Thank you very much, and bye bye by Lorenzo and Alberto of Mobile Experience.